Running away is not the way. It feels like human nature to just be dissatisfied with where you are all the time. But maybe yours is not just statistical data. Maybe you actually do have conditions and reasons why you are dissatisfied with where you are. Maybe you do actually need a change. But while waiting for and working towards that change, here are 5 ways that where you are can contribute to your life immensely. The first benefit you can gain from where you are is a wealth of knowledge. I bring this as a first point because I'm speaking from experience. Experience as someone who has had to dig deeper into a career that I had already decided was not for me at all. I had worked in this career for a while. I just thought I knew I didn't want to do this anymore. But as a result of relocation, I've had to study more into this career, and the more I have come to learn, the more intriguing and exciting it is for me. It felt like such a monotonous task, but coming to settle into it and learning what I had to learn, coming to settle into it and just telling myself, this is where you are. Try to do the best with what you can out of it. It has changed everything for me. The more I learn, the more I read, I'm just like, was all this knowledge embedded in this thing before? I've had to really sink my feet deep and learn, and the wealth of knowledge that I've gained. Now I'm speaking in terms of a career. Now yours might be the place where you are, the society, the environment, the home, the institution, the workplace. You have an immense wealth of knowledge waiting for you just about that locale, just about that place, just about that environment that you have not tapped into. The wealth of knowledge that you have just around you waiting to be tapped into will surprise you when you start digging deep, when you start sinking your feet into it and yearning to learn all you can learn. You will be surprised at the amount of wisdom and understanding that you get to gain from something that you had just written off already. The first thing you will gain from where you think you are not supposed to be is an immense wealth of knowledge. Next way that where you are can contribute to your life in a great amount is the experience of people and unfamiliar grounds. You will always have people around you. Sometimes because of where you are, there may be people that you wouldn't want to have in your life if you had your way, but there are people all the same, and as a result of where you are, they are there in your life. So what do you do with them? You learn about them. People underestimate the power of understanding people, the power of being able to relate with people at the level that they are, so to say. Being able to know, okay, this is who this person is, this is who this person is, this is what you do to this person, this is what you don't do to this person, this is how you respond to this person, this is how you don't respond to this person. People underestimate the power of understanding people around them. Learning from observing them and the unfamiliar grounds that you are will benefit you in multiple ways. You get to learn from their success, their failures, their shortcomings, their excesses. You don't have to, so to say, make the mistakes that they have made or toe the line that they have told, because you have taken your time to dwell with them or to just be around them. You've understood them, even though there are people that in your wildest imagination, if you were to have your way, you will never in your life, if you were to decide, never ever want to come in contact with this kind of people. But there are still people all the same. People that have particular idiosyncrasies, that have particular unique abilities, that have different ways that they do things. People that can give you perspective into life and into nature and into the vastness of this universe. But if you just close your eyes to all of that and just say, these are people that I don't even know. I don't even know what the MLF got. I don't even know. You will not learn what you can learn from them. You will not take the lessons that you can take from them. You don't have to toe the line of people before you realize that, oh, wait, this is not good. You can just look. You have the benefit of seeing it from the lives of people around you. Same way to success. Even though this person may not be where you want to be, but there are things that they've succeeded in. You can take from that. You can learn. Oh, how did they do this? There's this thing that is in this person that I really like, even though there are these other things, but there's this particular thing that they do right, and I would really, really love to learn it. You will just be surprised how that will benefit your life. You have a great wealth of knowledge about people and unfamiliar grounds. You have a great wealth of knowledge about these people and how they themselves react to unfamiliar grounds. It can all be a way for you to learn, and it will help the life that you are hoping to go into soon. The third benefit of where you are is built skills. Where you are will build you. It doesn't matter whether we are talking about socially or in self-development or career or otherwise. Where you are will build you if you allow it. So where you are is not wasted time. Where you are is building time. Where you are is not a wasted time or time that is just passing and going. Where you are is building time. Take it as foundation studies for that place that you think you must be at. Take it as the building blocks for that special place that you think that you must be at all costs. We have heard of people who reached stardom just so suddenly, and it wrecked them, it destroyed them, it broke them, it shattered them, so that when you see them in just a few years, like 2 years, you're so surprised. But then there are other people that you've watched from childhood on TV or television or in media, but you can still see the progressive way that their lives are going. That's because they were able to build over the years, even this span of years, a life that will last them through the stardom, that would allow the stardom last with their lives. So what is the difference between these two categories of people building? And this is the opportunity that you have in this place that you think you don't want to be in, that you want to get out of and run away from immediately. This is the opportunity you have to build and set foundations for this other place you're going to. It is not wasted time. Remember, it is building time, building skills, building these relationships, building even your finance, taking the time to study, to do what is needed for even this mighty place you think you are going to or you want to go to. What are the things that you can build right now that will contribute to that life that you are expecting to have or that you want to go into? Now is building time, not wasted time, and definitely not complaining time. Fourth benefit that you can get from where you are is saved or gained time. You can save and gain time with where you are because you get to focus on things that will take you out of that place that you do not want to be and will launch you directly into the next level or the next step or even the level after the next step that you want to be. Why? Because the time that you are in this place or in this situation or with these people or with this society or with this institution is time that, like our last point I said, we've been able to build some skills, we've been able to build wealth of knowledge, or we've been able to build our money, we've been able to build the bag, as people say. By the time you are now launching into that new place, you have saved time and you have gained time. It's like an ironical situation. It feels like you're wasting time in this place that you are in because it feels like the place you do not want to be in, but in actual reality you are saving time or you are gaining time for the future. So in the present it feels like lost time, but in the future you then realize it's actually gained time because some of the struggles that people who have not prepared for a place that they have run into, the struggles they're having, you will not have it. The confusion, you will not have it because again, you've built knowledge. Some of the skills that they now have to struggle to get, because don't forget, as you go higher, the challenges, they're not mediocre anymore. The challenges may not be as terrible as the place where you were, but they are not as small as the small place where you were. So as you go higher, do not forget that the challenges, and when I say challenges, I don't mean problems. I mean, in Nigeria, we say things like big man problem. We make jokes of, oh, someone is going to church to pray for a contract worth 5 billion naira, and then there's somebody beside him crying for 5,000 naira. So the billionaire at this point, because he's aiming for billions, the millionaire at this point is just take 5,000 and leave this place so I can concentrate on my God, and so my God can answer me. That's a joke we make, but that's just to show you that as you grow higher, as you go higher on the ladder of success, so to say, the challenges are not little anymore. They're not small boy challenges or small girl challenges. If you have built capacity over time in this place that you are, in this place that you have spent time that looks like wasted time, by the time you are launched into that other place, it will be a launching indeed. And from that place that you want to be, you are able to even launch more and higher because of your gained time. you gained time through doing what you had to do when you were in that place you didn't want to be in. So it gets easier to negotiate this new place because you have already done most of the work necessary for paving your way mentally in here, intellectually, financially, name it. You know the areas where you need help, or the areas where know you want to level up in certain ways and in certain places. So what are those things? Start to do them now, because with time you have gained time because of where you are now. So where you are now is gained time. The benefit you have is saved or gained time. Last and the fifth thing, to just summarize everything, what you will benefit from where you are is a better you. A better you all around. Because I'm a Christian, I would like to quote the Bible, a part that says, "Show me a man diligent in his work, he shall stand before kings, he will not stand before mere men." What does diligence mean? Diligence to me is the trait of doing work well. You know how to do work well. Remember, in our last point, we already talked about how as you go higher, don't think that the work that you have to do diminishes. In actual fact, it increases. That's why you see some of the highest paid people in the company are people that take work home, or they are the people that are there on Saturdays or during lunch with their families. They are still taking work calls, because as you climb the ladders in most organizations, the work increases, the workload increases. The money is there, but the workload increases. That's about money and career now, which is not our point. A diligent person will stand before kings and will not stand before mere men. So who is a diligent person? A diligent person is not one who waits to be diligent because you have gotten to that place you want to be. A diligent person is a person that shows a pattern of diligence through every phase of their lives. So when I'm in this place that I do not want to be in, or that I'm complaining and I'm worrying about what am I doing while I am there, that is what makes me a diligent person. A diligent person is not somebody that does right because all the conditions are right. A diligent person is a person that wakes up in the morning and goes to work, even though you had something to do and you slept late last night. You still stand up from your bed and go to work because you know you have to go to work. So in other areas of your life too, let it be like that. When you train yourself to be a better you in this place that you are, you can consider yourself a diligent person. And don't be deceived. Diligence is what you need when you go higher or go to the mountain top. You will never not need diligence. You will never not need it. And the diligence is built while you are here. It is a pattern. It's a pattern of behaviors. Behavior is all we do, like B.F. Skinner says. We are all behaviorists, and when you behave in certain ways consistently over time, that is when we know you have learned. That's when we know you have improved in capacity. That's when we know you have built capacity, when your behavior has been consistent over a period of time. If you are diligent just because you are in this better position, you have AC, money is smiling in your bank account, you can't really call that diligence because all conditions are right. No, let us see the diligence even in times where all you want to do is just give excuses and cry and mourn a mistake that you made, or mourn a loss that you had because you took a step. That is where we see the diligence. It is the consistent pattern of behavior over time that shows learning, according to Skinner. So when you have consistently shown an improvement in behavior, in actions, we say that you have learned, we say that you have improved, we say that you have gone further, you have become a better you. And a better you is not better because you're in a better place. A better you is better because you have shown the consistency, the pattern, the trajectory of the quality of being better, so that when you actually get to that place, it is not somebody who stumbled into something. No, it's somebody who has built a pattern. It's somebody who has walked through to get to this place that they now are. You became, even before you became, all that time you were becoming, so that when you finally get to this next place that you feel that you deserve and you want to get to, it's not a surprise. It's not such luck, such a wonderful coincidence Someone said, I can't remember who, there is no coincidence in life. All we see is a pattern that later starts looking like luck because success has come. Success follows a pattern. So where you are right now, what you can benefit from it is a better you. And how do you become a better you? You become a better you by becoming, even in this place that you are. And in conclusion, I would like to say, if you think about these things, you'll see that none of these 5 things can be achieved until you change your perspective, until you change your mind about where you are. Like our last point has said, becoming is not a destination, it's a journey. You already are, is all these things that you already are before you get to that place that you think you want to be. That is the change of mind that you have to have for all these 5 things to be possible. If I didn't change my mind about this career that I wouldn't say I'm enjoying for now. I'm still in the process of getting to the point of enjoying it, but I'm just so excited about the amount of knowledge I'm gaining. For me to finally come to this place where I'm like, oh my God, every day I'm learning something new. I'm just like, oh my God, it's so exciting, so invigorating for me, it's so energizing. In the first few months, I was always complaining about it. I was so frustrated. Some of it I'll tell people close to me, some of it I wouldn't be able to express, and people will be expecting me to be happy. Why aren't you happy? Some of it I just masked it. I didn't tell anybody about how frustrated I was, depressed about it at a point. I was so frustrated every day. I would come home, I wouldn't want to see anybody, but of course I had to see people. I had to endure. Those months were months of endurance. When I say endurance, just imagine the worst things you've had to endure. That's how it felt for me. But it got to a point, I started digging deep. I started digging my roots in, trying to understand this career. Like, I knew, okay, I've done this before. I have knowledge of this before. But what are the new things? What are the things I can now understand from this? What are the other paths and horizons and walls that this thing can open up to me? And I bet you the moment I released myself and opened myself to the wealth of knowledge and understanding that I could get from this career, it changed everything. You have to be able to open your mind for any of these 5 things to be possible for you. You can't close your mind and just be sorrowful, be sad, be mournful, be giving excuses. Oh, it's because of where I am. There's nothing I can do. You can see my career. This is my lot. Oh my God, why is this my lot? Everybody has it better than me. Oh my God. Life doesn't work like that. Life doesn't respond to your tears. Maybe Nollywood movies will, but life doesn't respond to your tears and your sorrowful feeling about yourself. All of that doesn't add this to your life. Never. It does not. What actually improves your life and improves the quality of your life is the change of mindset about every point in your life that you are, both the one that you feel is good, the one that you feel is bad, and the ugliest of them all. What you do with all those points in your life. So now in this place that you are in, maybe it's even the lowest point in your life. Like I said in my introduction, maybe you actually do have a reason to be dissatisfied with your life and where you live, which work you do, and how much is in your account. But what you decide to do with all those feelings is what will actually become your future. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, remember to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Tell us more things that you think people can benefit from where they are in life. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, you are a gem. Keep living a gem's life, and I'll see you in my next one.